beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. It is tea time. So today I'm not going to talk about a particular person. I'm just going to talk about dating in college. I did do a video about dating as a music therapist in college, but this one is sort of more of a general dating in college. So I'm going to dive in here. I'm going to talk about ladies dating in college first, because, you know, ladies first. And then I'm going to talk about men dating in college. Obviously, my male experiences aren't personal. It's just when I ask my guy friends or my brother or my brother's friends. These are some of the things that I've gotten feedback on. So let's dive in, shall we? So, I am having, it's just hot water and lime. That's what I'm having to drink. Okay, obviously, actually, you know what, let me back up for a second. A lot of times I just drink like hot water and lemon, or hot water and lime, or sometimes hot water and oranges. Lately I've been doing that because I bought oranges instead of lemons and limes because the oranges were cheaper. I've been doing this because I've been avoiding buying tea bags. I don't know. Actually, no, it is cheaper. It is cheaper to buy citrus fruit because you get, or at least at my store, my market, you get like a big bag of like citrus, whatever it is. Like I don't know, you get like 6-7 lemons, or, you know, 6-7 limes. This time I got 5 oranges, and usually it makes more than if I just bought a cup of tea, like if I bought a box of tea at the dollar store. So that's why I've been, when I say I drink tea, it's really like infused citrus hot water. But anyway, this besides the point. I just figured I'd bring that up. Anyway, so we're going to dive in here with ladies. Now, in the dating world, women suck. They suck. And I can tell you that straight up because I'm a girl and I've played all the tricks in the book. And that's why I can firmly believe that women suck, and they're like the worst. I mean, guys can be kind of annoying too to date, but women are 10 times worse, and I can affirm that because I am a woman and I've done pretty much all the tricks in the book, like I mentioned before. I know that sounds horrible, but it's not like I did it on purpose. It just kind of happened because we as women we're wonderful creatures, we really are, but when it comes to dating, it can be sort of frustrating if you're a man or if you're another woman. So, here we go, diving into women and relationships. So, the reason why I say women suck, one thing that women tend to do, like, or at least I've noticed a lot of women in my life tend to do, is they latch on to their boyfriends, and they use like manipulation, like, oh, I'm on my period, oh, I really miss you. Well, first of all, using your period as an excuse for anything when you're talking to a guy is manipulation, because they're never gonna understand. So if you come out and say, I'm on my period, I have cramps, come cuddle with me, come like hold my stomach, like come watch TV with me, like that's like so manipulation when you use that like in terms of a guy, because they're never gonna understand. And like I said, I've used my period on several occasions to manipulate men, not necessarily in a relationship, more in a school setting. but it works, okay? And it's horrible, but so that's like manipulation right there. If you have a girlfriend and you say, I'm on my period, or a mother, like, I'm on my period, I don't want to go. At least my mother, nope. Like, I know what it's like to have your period. Or a friend, like, I can't go to the party, I have my period. Nope. It doesn't work. But with a guy, it definitely works. You can manipulate them that way. But yeah, but like girls will do that latching thing where like, oh, I have my period, I don't feel good, I have cramps, I have a headache, come cuddle with me, come hang out with me, oh, I miss you, talk to me. Ugh. It's so annoying. Like, and this gets really bad. Like, I know too many men who've gotten whipped by this manipulation too many times. I've known that actually I had one friend in particular, a man, and his sister was a manipulator and his mother was a manipulator. So then, like, doing that kind of stuff, right? Like, oh, I need your help, oh, you're so strong, oh, can you help me, like, I'm so weak, blah blah blah. And then so his mother and his sister did that, and then what's gonna happen? Oh, he dates a manipulator too. So then that's three women in his life like whipping him, and it's wrong, because then like this poor guy who like had potential to do whatever he wanted, very talented, very smart, got whipped, and now watches TV after work. Doesn't even have that great of a job. And guess whose fault it is? First of all, it's his girlfriend's fault. She should be pushing him. Roy Gilmore quote. She should be pushing him to be the best self he can be, because your man is a reflection of you. Your significant other is a reflection of you. So you do want them to be great and you want to be proud of them. That's love. At least that's a relationship I want to be in. But yeah, but like you don't want to like manipulate a guy into doing things or being around you. You want to be independent. As a woman, you want to be independent and confident. And yeah, it's going to scare and probably turn away a couple of potential guys. But guys, like, I don't know. I've noticed that like I am more attractive to a guy when I am firm in my feelings. Like, not like abrasive, but like firm in my future, firm in my values, firm in my like family, finances. I feel that you turn away certain guys, like I don't know, maybe out of 50, you'll turn away probably like 20-ish, but then you have 30 that are like really, really into you. So there you go. The latcher girlfriend. Too many poor men have gone down this track. And if you're a man watching, please do not fall for a latcher. Do not fall for a manipulator. Please don't do it. Next woman type that really bugs me is the bitter old hag during the week, and then it becomes like happy as a clam when the significant other comes over. My roommate is one of these ladies. Many ladies have been like this, but my roommate is one of them. And again, another poor man, dragged on, tricked, blindsided. My roommate is a bitch. I'm gonna throw it out there because we're not friends, we're just roommates. She's a bitch, like 6 days out of the week. And then significant other comes over, 7th day, happy as a clam, loud, yelling, laughing. Somebody's getting blindsided, and I feel bad for that guy. He's a smart person, very friendly, very, very nice to me. So don't be that guy. I mean, you're not gonna know. Like, if you're that guy like him, he's never gonna know. But it comes out eventually. It will come out eventually in the relationship, and I can't wait. I cannot wait, and I just hope that when it does come out, that man gets his act together and finds a real gem, because that's what he deserves, that's what y'all deserve. So those are the two types of women that I hate, that are very, very common in the dating world. Moving on about women. Women are mean creatures. Again, I've done this, okay, so I can admit it. So I can admit it. So anyway, another thing about ladies, this has happened to me several times. Again, in high school, for example, there used to be this one girl, and we both took drama together. Don't ask me why I took drama in high school. I still to this day like can't answer. I don't know why I was involved in that activity. Not that like I didn't like it. It's just I don't know why I didn't like put my efforts into student government, or I don't know, sport, cheer, like dance. Like, I don't know why I chose drama instead of dance, but whatever. That's what I did. And there was this other girl who chose drama over band. And she was another bitch. And the reason why I say that is because she used to go around telling lies. Like, she used to talk about how much she drank, how many guys she, like, hooked up with, blah, blah, blah. Like, oh, I'm so hot. Oh, I'm so sexy. Oh, I hooked up with so many guys. Everybody loves me. And then guess what happened? The jerk, she dated one guy her entire life. One guy. Okay? And she didn't even do anything with him until she was like mid-20s. So, like, why are you going around telling lies about drinking and partying and, like, hooking up with guys when, like, you've only dated one person in your entire life and you didn't even, like, lose your virginity until mid-20s? And that's, like, something to point out, because in high school this happens a lot. Like, people talk about having sex, people talk about drinking, and some people actually do it. But like, there's so many ladies out there who will talk the talk, but like don't walk the walk. So many, you'll never believe it. So when I have a daughter or a son, I'm gonna tell them that they can say whatever they want in high school because that's what everyone else does. And most people don't even like lose their virginity until they're like 17, 18, if that. Most of these ladies who talk the talk, they didn't lose it until like mid-20s, or until they were engaged, or until they were married. So I don't know. I don't really care. I don't care if you drink. I don't care if you party. I don't care if you hook up with people. But don't go around like lying about it, trying to make other people feel self-conscious or bad when you feel self-conscious and bad. Like, I don't play that game. So that's another thing that I hate about ladies. In college, you often get the ladies who party a lot until they get a significant other, and then they don't party anymore. That I don't like either, because that's a two-face. Like, are you a partier? Like, or are you not a partier? For me personally, like, I'm in a committed relationship, and so of course, yeah, I'm not gonna go to like a singles bar, right? But like, I'm still gonna go out. So, like, and I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about black and white. Like, oh, I'm going to every bar, like single, regular, whatever, every party. And then, no, I'm not drinking at all because I'm in a relationship type of black and white situation. Yeah, but I don't like that either, because that's like two-faced. And then it's like, who are you? And then, like, you don't... Doing it that way, you don't really get to know like who you personally are. Like, who are you as an adult? Are you a drinker? Are you a casual drinker? Are you casual? Like, are you social? Are you not social? Like, all these questions that you're supposed to discover when you're in college, when you're in your 20s, they don't get discovered when you become two-faced. Actually, all of these people that I'm talking about, the manipulators, the negativity, the negative Nellies. Let's think. So we have the manipulators, the negative Nellies, the liars, and the two-faced. All these types of ladies, like, the whole point of going to college, the whole point of your 20s, late teens, early 20s, is to learn who you are. Like, and I don't know, some people say you gotta love yourself before you're in a relationship. Some people say you love yourself through a relationship. But regardless of the point, you have to be able to sit down and write on a piece of paper, Miss Megan, aka the poor doctor, is, and then write all of the qualities. Because, like, if you can't do that, then like, who are you? Nobody's gonna want to be friends with you. Nobody's gonna want to talk to you. And then you go your whole life trying to please other people by saying what you think they're gonna like, instead of actually telling them how you feel or like what you're actually thinking. So all these types of ladies, it only hurts you. Maybe you'll get a guy, maybe you'll get a girlfriend, but it's only gonna hurt you in the long run. So anyway, moving forward, I would say that as a woman, if you're going into college and you're into guys, as a woman, it's best, see, because in movies they show girls like getting drunk and going to parties and all this stuff, but I've noticed that like, and I was this way, girls, they tend to date like, the ones that usually date the nerds, like, usually are in the best relationships, usually end up getting engaged or married to those nerds. And like, nerdy guys are the way to go. If you're a girl looking for a guy, nerdy guys really are the way to go. There are a couple of nerdy guys I've encountered that are really mean, and it's very like, I don't know, it does catch me off guard. Like, well, you're nerdy, but like you treat me like crap. I don't understand. But so like, just watch it, because not every nerdy guy is nice, like your mother probably told you. but most of the time, the guys that are the nerdy ones, like they'll want like the serious pre-meds, the serious bio teachers. Well, bio is kind of a tricky subject, but like the serious the serious physicists, the serious businessmen, like the finance, the accounting majors. And when I say serious, I mean the ones that like take all the tests, the ones that jump the hoops, the ones that actually graduate in the designated major they picked when they were freshmen. Because most of the majors that I'm discussing are like serious majors that like they throw you through a lot of hoops, and you know, it's kind of competitive to get into the program in the first place. There's no shame like changing your major. I don't want to come across that way. I just mean like, you know, an athlete could say that they want to be pre-med, right? But then there's going to come a time where they have to like pick the sport or medicine, and sometimes like they end up picking the sport. Sometimes they end up changing, like a lot of pre-meds end up changing their major. A lot of finance end up changing their major. And changing your major isn't bad. It's just that like, I don't know, some people change their major a little too much in college. Like, they don't take it that seriously. So you want to, if you're looking for a guy, I don't know, I recommend finding a guy that takes his major or schoolwork in general pretty darn seriously. If you're a girl looking for another girl, first of all, just be careful, because women are a mess. But same kind of thing would apply. You wanna kind of, maybe someone on the more like shyer side, somebody who's independent but not mouthy, somebody that's like, I don't know what qualities you people like in your significant others. Maybe this is turning into a little bit more personal than I meant it to be. All right. And then if you're a guy, first of all, guys don't dream about their wedding at all. They don't care. They don't care about the engagement. They don't care about the wedding. Sometimes I don't even think guys care about having kids. Like, I don't really think guys think about, when I say don't care, I don't think that they think about it. And the reason why I say that is because my brother's friends, my guy friends, like, I know a couple of guys who like, became engaged, or at least like thought about being engaged, but the only reason why they thought about it is because their girlfriend gave them an ultimatum, or their girlfriend brought it up how many times, or, oh, we've been dating for 3 years, so I guess we'll get engaged. Like, it's not like they think about it like I would, oh, like, oh, I'd love to get engaged, oh, it's so exciting, oh, like, oh, it would be cool if I thought it, like, I mean, I know a lot of girls, like, they'll go on the first or second date, at least, like, this is what happened with me, like, my man, I kind of, like, knew sort of, sort of, because like, you know, you don't want to jump to conclusions too soon, but I kind of knew like, oh, like this guy's pretty cool. I feel comfortable. Like I feel good. You know, oh, it would be kind of cool. Like, oh, it would be kind of cool if we became like a corporate couple or a power couple, like that kind of stuff. Guys don't think about that at all. Like they don't. I don't know what it is, but they just don't. Um, Not, at least not from what I've heard. And then when it comes to the wedding, I think my mother told me to just leave him out of it. My mother said to tell him the date, to tell him the time, and that's it. She said don't get him involved, because and it is true. Guys can't really from what I've heard, guys can't really focus on more than one thing at once, and a wedding is a lot of stuff all at once. So my mother just said to leave him out of it. And to be fair, guys don't dream about their wedding day at all, and that's something that I've asked around. But when it comes to guys in college, I feel like a lot of guys get pressure for like, oh, you know, drink, join a sorority, or join a sorority, yeah, join a sorority, join a fraternity, go to parties, hook up with girls, you know. So that being said, like, a lot of girls still sometimes believe that like when you go to college, like not only do you get an education, but you find a man. And men don't feel that way at all. Like it's actually, I think it's kind of demoralizing when a guy is in a committed relationship in college, because like they just get a lot of slack from their guy friends, from their fraternity, from their parents even. Like one of my guy friends was in a committed relationship and was happy and like content in that relationship, and his parents were just like, we don't want you to be in a committed relationship when you're in college. Like you're not going to get good grades, you're not going to have the full college experience. You really need to date around especially in college. Were they right? Possibly, because like I said before, most guys can't really focus on more than one thing at a time. So maybe they were right, like maybe they weren't. But if that's what, I mean, his parents said that. Like if my parents said that, even if it's like stupid, I would still take it seriously because they're my parents, especially when you're like 17, 18. Like, okay, you know, like you didn't really gain your independence like when you're 19 or 20 and you're like, I don't live at home anymore, you can't tell me what to do. When you're like 17, 18 and you're getting ready to move out, but you didn't move out yet, you know, you don't really think it's your place to talk back. I mean, believe me, like when I was like 21 and I was helping out at freshman orientation, and several like potential freshmen, you know, they were like 17, 18, right? And they were asking me to like go to the bathroom. These are guys, by the way. So like if 17, 18-year-old guys are like asking potential classmates if they can go to the bathroom, like of course they're gonna take their parents and friends' advice over a romantic relationship. So, and that's how it is. But anyway, so that's kind of the general scoop. You really can't win. I think as a woman, the only way you really like can find a significant other in college is if you give them an ultimatum. Because yet again, 10 people out of my friend group gave their men ultimatums. And like some of them, you know, it was like, oh, like I just, you know, women I'm saying, right? So some women were just like, oh, you know, like I really like you and I really want to spend the rest of my life with you. You're amazing. I can't imagine life without you, like saying that kind of stuff. So some women did that. Other women did like kind of the in between. Oh, like you're so great. I really want to, you know, I really want to get married after college. It's really important to my family. It's really important to my friends. Like, just think about it, you know. And then third type black and white, like, you know, oh, if, you know, if we don't get engaged, you know, if we don't get married after college, we're breaking up, and you're not going to find another girl like just as good as me, you know. So like the three, but all of them fall into the ultimatum category, and I think that that's like just so wrong on so many levels. And like I said, 10 girlfriends, I think 5 of them ended up getting their way, right? I guess 5, 6 ended up getting their way. And it's sad. It's really sad. Guys don't like, unless they're like 30, I don't really think they think about marriage and family and kids, especially when they're in college. So who knows? I mean, I started off this video by saying women suck, but maybe if you date a woman, maybe you'll be able to like get to the finish line faster without as many arguments, but you're gonna have to jump through a lot more hoops. Guys, personally, I think they're a lot easier to figure out. They're just hard to get them to focus on the goal. So both genders are difficult in their own special way. But whatever makes you happy, whatever tickles your fancy, whatever. I mean, but just, I guess, main point of this talk is don't get your hopes up. Don't have expectations. Just go with the flow. If you're in a committed relationship, it's just like go with the flow. Don't focus on it. Just like let it happen or let it not happen. If you're not in a committed relationship, let it go. Hook up with people. Don't hook up with people. Lie about not hooking up with people. But do whatever makes you happy. Like I said, the goal of college, the goal of dating in college, the goal in, you know, meeting people, socializing, you want to be able to, yeah, you should give yourself a goal. I gave myself the goal of 25. I was able to accomplish it by 23. But you want to be able to write your name down nice and big on a piece of paper, and then you want to be able to write down all of these traits, all of these qualities, all these things that describe you. And whatever's going to get you to that goal. Maybe being in a relationship, being in a serious relationship at a young age, maybe that is going to get you to those goals. Maybe hooking up with people is going to get you to that goals. Maybe dating on and off, you know what I mean? So that's the point. You just want to be able to write a memoir, some bullet point, I wrote like 30 bullet points about describing me, and I feel like it made me confident enough to start this channel, that's for sure. So anyway, have a good day. Talk to you guys later. Bye.